Hello everyone. I welcome you here again. So today we have Dr. Shubham Singhania with us. So hello sir.
Hello, sir. Very good evening. I'm very glad to be part of this interactive session. And I hope that whatever we are going to discuss, whatever aspects we are going to discuss about research, about various other things, they're going to be useful to the viewers on your channel.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. So we want to start with your academic background first. Please tell us.
Right. So I did all my schooling. My school days have been spent in Lucknow. Post that, I came to Delhi and I did my BCom from Ramjas College, University of Delhi. Post that, I did my MCom from Delhi School of Economics. Post that, I enrolled into my PhD from University School of Management and Entrepreneurship in Delhi Technological University, and I have become the first research scholar to pass out from my department.
Okay, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
So you wanna share something about what how was your experience, while doing PhD? How important it is to make a good relation with your supervisor, with your colleagues, with your batchmates. Do you want to share something about it?
Right, so right. So, sir, my experience as a first scholar has been very different because conventionally, what happens that if you join a PhD at some place, there are going to be some senior research scholars who are going to be there. So they are going to act as a helping hand in terms of guiding you, in terms of helping you approach your research topic, helping you deal with the methodological aspects, whatever research methods you can do. So you can always go and they can act as a rescue for you in terms of various problems that you're going to encounter. But for my experience, I would say that my supervisors have been very supportive, not in the sense that they were just guiding me, but they were also mentoring me. And the best part about my journey has been, sir, that a lot of times I see when I interact with fellow scholars in other universities that their supervisors are very reluctant of discussing their research problems with other professors. It becomes a matter of some kind of ego issues. You do not have to discuss your problems with other professors. But my supervisors, the professors that I met at Delhi Technological University, were kind enough, were supportive enough to help me network and collaborate with other professors from other universities. So I've collaborated with professors at Fortune Institute of International Business. I've collaborated with professors at Delhi universities. And with each of these collaborations, I've learned a lot of things. At the very same time, sir, since it was a completely fresh batch, so we had scholars from different arena. As I was in the area of finance, there was another scholar who was in HR, then there was a scholar in the area of marketing. So actually helping each other, being a first scholars from the department, it was a very beautiful journey. And I would urge that every scholar, whether they are the first scholars or whether they are the second scholars, they should make sure that they interact with a lot of professors and they interact with their colleagues, because more than your supervisor, I think for very small tiny problems which you're going to face, your colleagues, the fellow scholars are going to be more helpful. So I
Yes,
think, sir, that is
absolutely.
going to be my journey and my suggestion for future scholars.
Yes, absolutely. Very true. So in scholars' life, paper publishing, research publishing is very necessary. And also, a lot of people do not know what exactly a editor or a reviewer is looking for, which must be suitable according to a particular journal. So do you want to share
Right.
something about your reviewer experience or writing experience?
Right. So first I will talk about the writing experience. So, sir, the idea is that you have to be ambitious. That's very important, because if you want to publish really good, one act is that you just write anything, get it published anywhere. One aspect is that you read good, you publish at good places, you publish at reputed places, so that you make your mark in the society in terms of your literature, whatever you're contributing. So my suggestion in terms of my experience is that you will have to go step by step. Do not jump to just getting papers published anywhere. So as these days, it's a very common phenomena that you pay and you get your papers published. Don't get trapped into such nonsenses. Don't get trapped into such phenomena. Take baby steps. You will not be able to target a very reputed journal at a very small period of time. All of these things are going to take their own pace. So go very slow. Be very patient about it. Probably you can start with a publishing in a book chapter, or you can publish in a book your edited chapters. Then you can try going for the Scopus listed journals. And as you progress in terms of your understanding, in terms of your literature, as the quality of your writing improves, you can go ahead and you can target the top reputed journals. So that is going to be the journey in terms of publishing. When I talk about reviewer, I had been very lucky. I got a chance to review for two reputed journals. One was for Sage and one was for Springer. So my experience with being working with the editor, learning from editors is Once you start reviewing, you start looking at the research articles from the perspective of an editor. So it's a very common phenomenon that if I write my article, I will not be able to find problems in it. I will not be able to criticize it. So the best part is that when you start reviewing, you start learning that what is the editor looking for it. So is he looking for just a very common paper, which is just what do you say, duplicating something that has happened in a developed economy and you're doing it in developing economy, or is he actually looking for some novelty in research? So all of these aspects can only come to light when you start working as a reviewer. You learn to criticize others' papers, and at the very same time, you also get to learn what are the mistakes that you're making in your own paper. So I think all those people who are planning to get into research or who are early stage researchers, they should try with seeking help of their supervisors or some professors, and they should try that they at least have some experience of becoming a reviewer in some of the good journals. It is going to massively help them in their own publication and will also help them improve their own research writing skills.
Yes, very well said. Very well said. So a lot of scholars, once they complete their PhD journey, either they go for academics or in the industry. So do you want to share something?
Right.
Because a lot of scholars do not have much information about it. Do you want to share something about it?
Right, sir. Right, absolutely, sir. I think I would be the right person to answer this particular question for two reasons. One, sir, first that I have not taken a conventional path. So after completing my PhD, rather than joining a college or a university, what I have done is I have been working with an edtech institutions where we have been guiding students for various competitive exams such as RB, SEBI, NABARD. So one is that it's a very common thinking, or what do you say, it's a very common perception that the only way out, or the only outcome after completing PhD is to join a institution as an assistant professor. But if you think it's a matter of choice, I would say, if you think that you are somebody who's passionate about research, you have not just taken a degree out of a PhD, you have not just earned a kind of a PhD, you have actually become a researcher and you want to continue that journey. First avenue that I would say is becoming a research consultant. You can join various institutions. These days, there's a lot of opportunities coming up. So just before this interview, I was looking at the website of Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs. It has its opening for senior research associate positions, and these are offered to people who have completed their PhD. So I think, sir, one is you can work as a research consultant or research associate. The second could be, sir, of course, if you want to join some university as a lecturer, you can do that. The third is, sir, if you want to work in an edtech institution, these days we see a lot of edtech institutions coming up. We can take up that option also. The fourth is, sir, that you can work as an independent researcher and you can pick up research projects based on government grants. So institutions like ICSSR, institutions like Indian Statistical Institutes, all of these institutions come up with research projects. These are basically government funded research projects where you can apply. And if the eligibility conditions and your interview goes well, you're able to defend the project, you get those projects sanctioned by the government. You get funding by it. You can work as an independent researcher for a period of 6 months and you can go ahead and you can complete that project. So I think these are various career avenues which can be explored by researchers.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing that information. I am very sure it is very informative one for all the viewers. So,
Thank
is
you.
there anything else you want to share with the all the viewers about your experience from the PhD life?
Right, sir. Sir, one experience that I have learned being a researcher is it's a very lonely journey, sir. So the reason I'll tell you the reason also. Usually, when we are in our graduation and post graduation, each of the our batchmates or colleagues are working on the same aspect. That means they are reading the same syllabus. They're going to give the same exam. But once you are into PhD, your research problem is different. Your data is going to be different. Your methodology is going to be different, and your literature is going to be different. Now, I cannot expect my colleague who's working in the area of, let's say, marketing or let's say HR, or even if they're working in the area of finance, to go through my literature first and then give me solutions out of it. So the approach towards PhD or research is very different when it comes to a PhD journey. So the only thing that is going to take you to places is, first, you have a lot of patience, that you will have to look for the problem, you will have to look for the solution. Both the aspects have to be taken care of by the researcher only. And the second part is you need to enjoy your journey. If you're not enjoying your journey, sir, I am very sure you must be reading that 70% of the research scholars throughout India are suffering from anxiety and depression. The only reason is that they do not enjoy their journey. They get into PhD, they are writing research articles, they are working on research problem, but probably they're not enjoying it. Therefore, they feel frustrated and therefore they feel stressed out. If we become passionate about a topic, if we start enjoying every aspect of research, whether it be writing a research article, looking for a data collection of data is a very tedious task. Publishing, because there are going to be rejections also. We will have to learn how to take up these rejections also, because that is going to become part and parcel of life. I think all of these aspects not just trains you to become an independent researcher, but also shapes your personality in terms of your life, that you're going to face the real world where there are going to be challenges, there are going to be rejection. It's not going to be a rosy picture every time. So I think we should look it as a whole gambit of a holistic development that takes place through PhD and not just in terms of research and the degree.
Okay, very well said. So thank you, Dr. Shubham, for sharing your time and learning with all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. And I'm sure, sir, that all those who are going to listen to me, because you have taken a wonderful initiative, sir, I've been going through some previous sessions also. So I'm sure that whatever you're doing is going to be very helpful. Thank you so much, sir, for inviting me once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.